Welcome to Chart Monkeys, the official CyberKong's weekly show. We are live right now over on twitch.tv/chartmonkeys, YouTube, same place, X, same place. Head over to the CyberKong's account on X and give a follow over there as well. Hang on, boom. CyberKong's over on that side. Good to see you boys in the chat, by the way. A special shout out to our boy Gravity. Gravity doesn't catch the live shows. I think if anything, he gets the tail end. Good to see you, man. Good to see all of you and our one female viewer. Whirly girls here. Love to see it. Henry, how you doing, man? It's good to see you, dude.
Am I muted or can you hear me?
No, you're good. You're good.
I'm just trying to post this everywhere. I'm doing good, man. I'm doing good.
Glad you're doing good. Yeah. Gravity, thank you for that. Yeah, hit the like wherever you are watching. It does help a fuck ton. I don't know why I would even lead with something like this, but I'm going to. Like for the 150th time, maybe we have a peace deal coming here with the U.S. and Iran. Possibly, I doubt it. It's so funny how the market doesn't care at all. At all, nobody gives a shit. This doesn't move the markets. I mean, stock market's all-time high. Crypto is, I don't know, doing whatever crypto does. Crazy. Three things I'm hoping we get to all of them today. I'm sure we're going to do it. We're going to do it, Henry. V1 punks. We're going to do V1 punks. I cannot wait to talk about V1 punks today. We're going to talk about the Herny coin. Because Henry did the thing that we have to, dude.
Yeah, we can.
I need to. It's in the Kongs community, this has been a thing that you've been like teasing and joking about and hinting and just wanting to do for a long ass time. And it's tied to the 10,000 token thing that came out. It's such a perfect story. I'm glad it happened. We're gonna dive into that. The Beeple cards, CryptoPunk sales. There's plenty going on, and luckily it's all fun shit. Excited to get to it. Henry, anything you're extra excited for today?
Extra excited no, dude. I'm in I've kind of said this to you. I don't want to say a good mood, like I'm not in a good mood most of the time, but this is the part of the market that I love. It's the part we love. It's the part like Kongs love. It's the part that most people in this space love, is just the degen shit, things minting, flipping, just like, you know where I stand with IP plays. They're fine. But like right now, this is the arena that so many of us are here for. And I love it because like, this is the shit I want to pay attention to.
I like the arena. I like that, dude.
The arena. Yeah. The game's on, dude. The game is on. When you're collecting and when the narrative is IP plays and the narrative is toys and plushies and breaking through to Web 2, that's all fine. But like, that shit takes forever. Like, cool, man. I got to wait for like some other big announcement that no one gives a fuck about in this space. When this happens, it's like your favorite sports team is playing, it's the Super Bowl. It's the playoffs. This is not the Super Bowl. It's the playoffs. And I love it because it's interesting to me. And, I guess that's what we were brought up on in Web3. Like, we like to collect some shit, but we like to degen into stuff too. So yep. I'm happy right now.
It's fun right now for that kind of thing. Can we chum the waters a little bit for Henry, guys? Chat, because Henry's turned into like a master shit poster. It's part of his evolution. Part of Henry's evolution turning into this like nihilistic fuck here in the space, which I love, and you need to be. And with that freedom that it's got him, he's turned into a great shit poster. That's not a thing I think you would have put out, I don't know, a year ago, whatever. And it's fucking art. It's art. This is Rhinotic's dog, like from TokenWorks, right?
Yes.
And I love it. You hernied it, and it's fucking beautiful, dude.
Okay, I need to admit something because Sven posted this. Trippy from Kongs was the one that originally took Adam's dog, and he put like him sitting on my lap with like the Henry Kong and a lightsaber. And then Sven made this, and it had the Death Star on it, and I just grokked it to put Herny on it. And I said, like in Spaces yesterday, I'm going after Adam. I don't care. I think Adam as a human being who I've never met, I've never talked to, is probably a wonderful person. But Adam in the arena is another team, and I don't fucking care. So I'm going to do my shit talking, and I'm going to say like, dude, I reached out to Adam with TTT, kind of congratulated him on the mint. I might have even asked him if they're doing any supportive tokens. And I said, come on our podcast, dude. We'd love to talk about it. And that fucking dork ghosted me. So you know what? Fucking joint custody of the dog. Adam, I just want you to know if you're listening, because I know you were listening before when we did Death Star, because you DM'd me. I appreciate joint custody of the dog. I'm not giving him back. He's mine.
Brutal. Adam, come on the show, dude. You come on the come on the fucking show. Love what you're cooking.
Yeah,
on the show, dude. By the
okay.
way,
Can I? Sorry.
no, do it.
Yeah, just to kind of talk Herney real quick, because Herney is probably going to be one of the tokens that's going to change so many people's lives, right? We know that. It's no, dude. TTT was getting ready to launch yesterday, and Edu said, dude, come in Discord voice chat. So I went into the voice chat, and I had one NFT left, and they're like, you going to launch Herney? Are you going to do it? Kind of debated it. And I don't know, dude. I just got that kind of like tingly feeling where I'm like, just fuck it. You know how apprehensive I've been. When Ronin was launching meme coins, everyone wanted me to launch Herney. I didn't do it. Never did it with the Pump Fund creator tokens. I never did it. And for whatever reason, yesterday in this new mode that I'm in, I'm like, launch Herney. Who cares? Like, who cares? If people want it, play with it. And it was fun. Like it was fun. It still is number 3 token in volume, number 3 in holders, I think. And none of these have great market caps. They all kind of suck. But I'm doing a Del Mundo's giveaway to anybody who holds 1 million Herney tokens. Tomorrow, anybody who holds 1 million, tomorrow I'll do a snapshot. I'll do some sort of RNG. I might use one of your mines to do it. And somebody will get a Del Mundo.
Love it. If I win it, because I'm at 1.5 mil. If I win it, I'll raffle it off or have you pick somebody new. But I love it. This is another one of those steps for you too. I know it is. Everybody, and I say this, I said it on Spaces yesterday too. Everybody should launch a token. I don't care if it does great or does nothing. You get no volume. Everybody should launch one because you're gonna launch one eventually. And like waiting to do it just means you're probably gonna miss some cool opportunities to actually make some money in the fucking casino. Like launch a token. I'm glad you did it. You should do more. But I do think Herney's gonna be special. And like I want to circle back to like why I think it's special. Like I do, I really do actually. And so I have it. I'm gonna hold it. I am gonna buy more, I think. But first, let's hit 10,000 tokens and what it is and how we played it, because we played it. Like you called it for people. I heard you went in space and you're like, guys, like you have to mint this, or you said you're minting it and people followed your lead there. That was a hot fucking play for a good week here. NFT mint, what was it? 0.01?
0.01. I mean, with gas, because gas was high, it was like 0.025 to 0.029. But it was, I just kind of feel like it was a no-brainer.
Yeah. No, I'm with you. No, but I'll say this. It was a no-brainer, and I still wasn't going to do it. Not that I didn't see the upside. I'm just not like fully in play mode. I'm in play mode with things I have conviction in, like the modest stuff, and I'm less there now. But like that and some art stuff and like very little. I saw these. And I'm like, I don't think I'm going to. Like I'll just watch it. But then when I knew you were so like into it, and my buddy Confusion mentioned he minted, and I started seeing guys who were in meme coins saying like, this is the first NFT I've minted in 3 years, stuff like that. I'm like, oh, okay, hang on a sec. Let's not be dumb here. Like let's not overthink this thing. It's got attention. It's going to get volume. You play a thing like that when it's 0.01 ETH to mint. It was that simple. And so I clicked the buttons. I minted 3. I bought one on secondary. Nice plays, easy wins, like, right?
I had my eye on it because we were keeping an eye on it in Kongs for the things that we're working on, and just wanted to see, like, can somebody mint out a 10K collection at 01, especially with gas being what it was. It was when it got around like the 7,000 mark. I was like, okay, I'm gonna jump in. It's a no brainer. I've seen a lot of people that are pissed about it. And so to me, like, the people who don't like it are not in Web3 for the degenerate fuckery side of things. I think
I don't believe them.
Well, they probably missed out. I mean, to be completely fair,
they were in the degen stuff last cycle for sure.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. But like, hats off to TokenWorks, man. I don't think this thing was really well thought out, to be honest with you. I think their post-launch strategy was just meh. I think there's things, it's easy to Monday morning quarterback what they did, but I think, like, okay, cool thing. You caught momentum, you caught some mind share, you minted out a 10K collection at 0.01. That's fantastic. But then, the actual launch of the tokens, I think they should have had some real shit lined up. Try to get a couple runners, maybe gate the first handful. People could probably debate what the right move would have been, but like, I don't think they made a great move post-launch, and the website being down for some hours yesterday certainly didn't help. I think what happened is like Adam's able to make money off of the TokenWorks ecosystem and the holders. Like he's able to. Keep in mind, and I'm pretty sure I'm right on this because I follow their ecosystem. We were early in Punkster, so like I don't dislike TokenWorks.
Yeah.
After they did their initial launches of like, GVC and Meebster and all of that stuff, they opened up for anybody to be able to launch a strategy token. It was 1 ETH. And they had about 125 to 150 tokens launch. They ate off of that. You figure at least 100 to 150 ETH they made. Another 100 ETH here on the sale of the TTT. Another 10 ETH or so, I think, in royalties. I think the royalties on this are 1%. I might be wrong.
I think you're right.
And 2.6 million in volume that they make 10% on. I don't think they make a full 10% on that 2.6 mil because, like, I know just on the token that I launched, I wasn't making. You're supposed to get 50% of the fees. Well, there was 250K in volume. So what would that be in fees? Whatever that works out to be. I made a half ETH. So like that volume, I don't think they cooked on that, but like they made 6 figures. And for something that I think he cooked up in a week or two and got Jack Butcher involved, I like execution, I think was pretty fucking good up until launch of the tokens. And then after that, I think it's floundered a bit.
You were totally right. This tweet caught my eye, a few days back, but the idea for it was a week ago. So from idea to implementation, just over a week. And I love that. And I think that's the thing that's special about crypto is this is the place you can do that. Have the idea, put it out there, see what happens. And then when it's out there, you can iterate it on as much as you want or not at all. And let's see what people do with the rails you built out. Like, let's see. I love people experimenting. In the end, I buy it because I support guys who are experimenting like this. Like, I'm cheering Adam on. I love everything he's done. It doesn't matter how successful they've been. And some of the stuff has been like super successful. We need people like Adam and honestly like you now doing this, taking the tools, playing around. I love that you call them fidget spinners, building fidget spinners, because in that process of building them, that's how you stumble on really cool, innovative shit. Sometimes it's an accident. You only get there from like things you learn along the way with the other things you build. So I fucking root for this all day, all night. I dig it, dude.
I do too. It's like when the market's heating up, this is the kind of stuff we want. And I think if you're like on the sidelines and you're not sure what to play, it's hard to give advice on like what you should play. I kind of feel like right now is not a great time to collect. I think collecting was great, let's say a month ago. Maybe you can even argue before we kind of got that run from Yuga Labs, like on Bored Apes and on Pudgies, like great time to collect was before that. Collect that stuff in the bear when you're kind of at like all-time lows. You can collect some shit now if you get some wins. But like, I think right now is the time to lock in and look for the opportunities, look for the degen plays. We're getting them consistently. Last week we had 10,000 tokens. We had Florentines. Couple weeks before we had goblins. I'm missing some stuff in between. Like there was the what was the art one from Shape.
From Shape.
You got it.
Please respond. Which did not work out well, but
no,
there's been stuff.
The one before that went to like almost 2 ETH.
From Shape that went to 2 ETH?
No, it's art blocks.
Oh, right, the time one.
Sorry.
Yeah, the moments of time or something time. That dude, not only did it get almost to 2 ETH and then it fell back to like 0.6, it went right back up to like 1.4 ETH. Legit, like there's plays out there, dude.
And dude, we got stuff coming. Like what's so nice is before it was like famine, right? You had to wait so long for the next thing. We got beaks coming up. We got hollows coming up. There's some stuff that people are excited about, and it's cool to see. People wanting to get whitelists for stuff. We've got Dario coming with the reorder. There's shit to pay attention to. So I just feel like it's just time to lock in and play it. Even if you hate TokenWorks, this was sort of a no-brainer. Yeah. Me and Edu were in Kongs when this was launching, and yes, Kongs got in on this, but there wasn't like consensus amongst the community. There was a lot of people on the sidelines of like, nah, I don't know, gas was high. But like when you see something like this get to 7,500, right? Like you see it to 7,500, it's getting to 10K. Like, it's getting to 10K. Get in. What did these run to? 1.4?
Yeah.
1.5, 1.4?
Yep. 0.14. How'd you do? Where'd you get out?
So I got out at 1.3, 1.0, and then I burned one to launch a token. So all in all, nice. I think, about 0.69, 0.7 ETH I made and like net. And like, it's great, man. It's so much nicer than minting free stuff or stuff that's super cheap and having to sweep, 50 of them or 100 of them.
Now here's what's extra cool. Like, it's a great play if it really did bring some of those meme coiners and like former NFT guys back into the space. They got to win. If they minted, they won. Even right now, if you're selling, you're still up. So they got their taste of, oh shit, there's some money to be made in NFTs again. A lot of those guys who are gone. I saw a tweet from Ansem that his follower count is creeping back up, like noticeably, right? And it's what we've talked about too. There are people coming back, brand new people from last cycle. Just like it is different, meaning I think there's still some life ahead for this space. All the degen plays you talked about that are coming up here still. Those could be a little better than they would have been even a week or two ago just because of this 10,000 tokens thing. Because this was a little bit bigger of an event. I mean, it was over, I'm going to peak, but like
1,000
ETH.
volume.
Yeah, dude, almost 1,100 ETH in volume. So that's something that brings attention, brings the traders back, brings the liquidity. Yeah, dude, really excited for the next few weeks here and play it because it's gone in an instant too. So lock in.
When I was in Miami for that, thing with Luca, the table behind us, like me, Edu, Atari, we were at a table. The table behind us, Clemente and Ansem were sitting there. I went over and said hi to Clemente. He was eating, so I didn't want to take much time. I didn't say hello to Ansem, but that's great to know that Ansem's getting his followers heating up. And honestly, dude, this TokenWorks thing, it makes me super bullish for the shit we're working on that we're going to do next. Like I said, at Kong's, we're doing fidget spinners. And I put a post out yesterday, like their fidget spinner worked for 2 hours. That's the bar right now. Like the bar is 2 hours. I'm pretty sure we can blow that out of the water with the next thing we're doing.
I can't wait.
So I'm excited for that. Yep. But dude, can we talk V1 punks?
Please. Well, hang on. First, I just want to say with Herney, hang on, with Herney. I love the fidget spinner thing too. Again, please keep doing it. Keep doing what you're doing. I can't wait for what you got coming next. Henry told me a little bit about it. I'm excited for it. I think it's gonna be cool. It's gonna be cool. Okay, hang on. It's Herney time. Okay, Herney. I'm just going to make the case for it. It's a real simple case. Again, I said it before too. Henry's been talking about launching. This is Henry's alter ego. This is like evil. Is this evil Henry? Like, what is Herney? Tell people.
It's kind of like Herney. So Henry the Grape, which is my original Kong PFP, is like the nice guy. The fucking rising tide lifts all ships. And Herney, Coco gave me this PFP, the one I've been rocking for a while. Herney is Henry's alter ego. It's the it's I think why I wear him all the time now. He's the I don't give a fuck kind of guy, and so yeah, Herney's just always been like, it used to be I would switch PFPs in Discord if I was going to come in and just kind of be an asshole. So that's sort of the lore of Herney's. He's the alter ego to Henry.
It's perfect. And so I'm playing it because you guys know what people think of Henry. You guys know what people think. Like, Henry's on Spaces and people love him and people love to support him. And it's just that simple that if the coin didn't cook right now, we can actually blame Sammy for it. Honestly, we can blame Sammy a bit for it. But honestly, it's just, the platform, like you said, within 90 minutes, 2 hours, whatever kind of, volume wasn't there. There was nobody buying it. If the market heats up, it's a when thing, but if it heats up in the right amount of time here, I think all these guys are going to support you like they always do. Whether it's Kongs, people from the outside, you've got so many like fans at this point, or people who just respect your game from outside of Kongs too. And this is that thing. This is part of your lore. So the tokens I bought, I'm not selling. I'm playing this, I'm assuming there's going to be a decent pump in this thing. And, that's the thesis. It ain't strong. It doesn't need to be. I think people like Henry. I'm playing it for that reason alone. So I'm in. I will be buying more, and I think it'll play out pretty nicely.
It'll be interesting to see how it goes. I mean, I think that I kind of feel like I don't know. I mean, TokenWorks updated their socials just a bit ago to say they've got some updates coming to the site where you can link socials and blah blah blah. Mm-hmm. The thing is, there's a lot of wind out of the sails. I do think they have a play where maybe they've got something lined up to come in and really kind of like, I don't want to say bootstrap the ecosystem, but really try to get a runner going.
Yeah, juice it a bit.
But the thing is, I kind of feel like if they had that lined up, they would have done it already. And I kind of feel like these things, like I think this was I think Adam threw this all together very quick. I don't think he has a big team. I don't really think they thought this out all the way, if I'm being honest. But that's okay. If you bought in to any tokens, if you bought into the NFT, maybe there can be another pump out of it. What are they down to now? 069, 07?
Yeah, 06 something. And I'm looking at actually 07, whatever. They're very liquid right now too. So I'm watching both sides. Like I'm watching the Herney token to buy more, but I'm looking at the NFT as well. If these dip to 0.05-ish, I'm going to buy. I think there's going to be plenty of swings here, and I think there's money to be made on the NFTs. I might launch a token at some point too, just for fun. Like I just, it's fun to play. But yeah, I think there's plays all over the place in just that little ecosystem. So we'll see, man.
Yeah, we'll see.
Okay. Oh, by the way, I will say, because there was some talk that Jack Butcher was involved in this too, and that's because the avatars for those 10,000 tokens were made on Jack Butcher's platform, this infinite avatars thing. Okay, this ties into V1 Punks in a little way because Jaleel, who's partners with Jack, was in the V1 Punk Discord for a very specific reason, and somebody might have been Mac questioned him, about Jack's involvement here, and Jaleel made it clear Jack is not involved with 10,000 tokens at all. So, I had a little hope that Jack had maybe something coming. Maybe Jack would launch a token. Maybe Jack would support whatever. And Jaleel said no, like he's not involved in any way. So if anybody was like kind of waiting for something there, I don't think it's coming. So just a heads up about that. Okay, on to punks though. And over the past 2 weeks, while NFTs have felt really good, really fun, really organic, whatever, and there's a whole lot of people saying we're back, and I probably even said it at one point, but I walked that back and I said, dude, we're not back until we get a run on punks. We need to see not awesome sales here and there, individual sales, and we're looking at one right here. It's not when we see like a punk sell and a few punks in a day and, not floor punks, but instead when we see like a punk sweep, when we see a day of like 50 punks being swept up or 100 punks being swept up, we're not back till that happens. And this past week, since our last show, we started to see that happen. Not to the degree we need to see, but we started seeing that happen. We saw one person. Let me see if I got that. Yeah, I got it. Shit, that's not it. This one. We saw this person, Perugia, sweep, I think 9 or 10 punks. That was a great sign. That's what we're looking for, is a few people like that get in there and buy a bunch of punks. This is the person who previously sold an alien punk for almost $17 million. This person's sitting there with a few $1 million in their wallet right now. So already swept punks. I see that. I'm watching it, man. I'm watching because that's one of those signs. So crypto punks are looking great. We had a big sale yesterday, and we don't know how much it was for, but an 8 punk moved, and we're talking the V2s here. Probably sold for like $1.5 to $2 million. Again, we don't know the amount yet, but punks are on the move, and man, I don't know how many have moved in the past week, but we're probably, I don't know, 100. I don't know. Lots of punks are moving. It's a beautiful fucking thing. Okay. The real story this week, though, is V1s did the thing that we knew they would do. I think everybody here has heard me. I preach V1s, and I've preached V1s for years, and Henry has too, because V1s are so fucking special. They're so special. And with V1s, it's always just a matter of time. Their time came up again this week. V1s ran to Henry, what, 5 ETH, 4 ETH, somewhere in the middle?
Yeah, I think I feel like floor got around 4.5 yesterday, give or take.
From what, 1 point something just a few days ago?
Dude, I feel like just last week we had been hovering in like the 1.65 to 1.72 range, give or take, and then all of a sudden it's back to feeling fucking spicy with V1s, man. Dude, you know what it feels like? Was it December of 21 when these came out, or January of 22?
I think it was 22.
Okay, yeah, so 22. I think it was maybe end of January of 22 or February of 22. This feels like that, but different.
Yeah, different. Because of the different thing I've mentioned a couple times, I keep fucking up with something. I fucked up with, I'm trying to think the example with you. Oh, just cyber Kongs in general. I fucked up because I would tell Henry, dude, everybody knows the story of Kongs. Everybody knows, right? Everybody knows the whole SEC story. And you're like, they don't know. They don't know. No. People don't know who Kongs are. I'm like, they do. And then I learned they don't. And I did the same thing with V1 Punks. I'm like, no, everybody knows the V1 Punk story at this point.
No.
And now I keep seeing tweets from people, even like Crypto Gorillas got like 200,000 followers, didn't know the story of V1 Punks. There's a whole fucking army of NFT traders that don't know the story of V1 Punks. We will tell the story of V1 Punks here, but like real quick onto like what they're doing, how they're moving. There's 160 ETH offer right now on a V1 Alien Punk.
Yeah, wait, dude. We got to tell the story of V1 Punks, because anyone who doesn't know the story of V1 Punks, what we're talking about, they could just think like this is a derivative. Who cares?
Got it.
Tell the story.
That's fair. That's fair. And that actually is people's take. I think that was even Crypto Gorilla's take. He thought V1 Punks are a derivative collection of Crypto Punks, like the Crypto Punks. Reality is V1 Punks, the story of 10,000 punks put on the blockchain, free to claim, that whole story, right? It is not those punks you see out there now that people are rocking as their PFP that are worth, what, 60, 70,000 bucks. It is not those punks, became those. V1 punks were those punks that were on the marketplace for you to claim. It's V1 punks. Had a bug in the contract. The bug was, if I go buy a V1 punk that's on this marketplace, okay, I send my ETH, I get the punk, and then magically, and this is what's broken, it kicks the ETH back to me. So I end up taking your punk and you get nothing out of it. Broken. It was a broken contract. The fix for it was, and the fix goes out about a month later, new contract, they airdrop crypto punks, the V2s, the current expensive crypto punks, to the minters of the V1 punks. And they say, hey, those the original punks, the V1 punks, they're going to be on chain forever. But for us, we're moving forward with the V2s. That's our crypto punks collection. That's the story. The V1 punks were mostly forgotten about because you couldn't trade them because the bug in the contract, until a few years back when, what's his name? Frank. I think it's Frank. Made a wrapper for them. It was the first time you were then able to trade these things, and they exploded a few years back. And then they just seem to get forgotten about again. Again, if there's a guy like Crypto Gorilla who doesn't know the story, they get forgotten about. They're not derivatives. They are that story. When you hear the story of crypto punks, it is V1 punks that are that story. And then the story continued with the airdropped copies of them. And this is not taken away from the, official crypto punks. Now, it's not taking anything away from them, but the real story is these are the first crypto punks on chain, existed a month before the current crypto punks. The contract says Larva Labs. These are crypto punks. Look at them as an error print, as a first print, as a beta, whatever you want to call them. But if provenance matters, if what the chain says, if code is law kind of thing, V1 punks are first. And it's really cool to see people learning that story for the first time. So there's the setup. They're amazing. I hate saying historical and all that shit, but they happen to be that. They happen to be that. And it's why people are spending what they're spending. 35 ETH for a V1 zombie punk, 50, almost 57 ETH for a V1 8 punk. I mean, like, people see what we're seeing.
These are the original punks. I know you said that, but like, I think people need to understand fully. You can track this back on chain to see the original mint date, and these predate what we all know as punks today. So, you and I, because of you, not because of me, you and I got into punks, V1 punks very early. We missed punks. They were out of our range in 21. We didn't get to play, what we all consider to be the punks game, back then. Yeah. But we were early into V1 punks because you sniffed it out, because you're just that kind of degen that knows, you had the tingles about it, and you were right. This floor ran to 20, 25 ETH. The floor is 20, 25 ETH back in 2021. We've got a different narrative, I think, happening right now with like the current people who are trying to push this collector mentality, which is great. You've got people like Warner. Warner's got a punk, right? Yesterday, he just scooped up the V1 version of his punk. To me, I think it's one of the coolest opportunities out there. I know that they're a little pricey for a lot of people. I mean, the floor is hovering around 4 ETH, give or take. I don't want to say I like them better than punks because I can't afford a punk, but I love the story of it, man. There's something about the story of like, it's the original. You can call it an error card. You can call it whatever you want, but these are the first punks to ever hit the blockchain. And yes, the next version of punks that were tradable are the ones that we all know of, and they're the ones that get the attention. But man, there's something really juicy about this that I just think it's got the potential to do what it did in 21, plus some, because I think you just got more people who are, to your point, understanding a story that they had never heard before. And like, if you had the opportunity now to buy something that was literally the basis of what all of this is, right? Because punks were what kind of put this whole NFT thing on the map. To be able to buy in at 4 ETH, I feel like is severely undervalued.
I think they catch up. I was looking right now for a Beanie tweet, just asking at some point why V1s were at like a 95% discount, compared to the V2s, and they're closer now. I don't know what the number is. I can't math, but I think they will at some point trade much, much, much closer, because all you have now is more people learning how important they are. But what you have is both sides making a case for why their side is the more important one. And so I see the V2, like the current CryptoPunk official CryptoPunk holders, really defending their bags as they should. I think as I guess I would too, being real protective of my shit. If I have a CryptoPunk, right, the expensive V2s, I'd be pretty defensive about it too, because these kind of threaten it. If what's important to you is the value of your NFT, right? If the value of the NFT is what matters, you would be kind of like, yeah, V1s. Yeah, okay, no, we get their place, but it's not a CryptoPunk, or it's not as special, right? I get why they're doing that, but they're definitely doing that. There's a lot of talking down about V1 punks. And the flip side is there are some opportunists in V1 punks who are trying to like pitch the flippening and pitch that they are better because they're earlier and whatever, right? And some guys just have different motives. They want the price action. If you're here and you love it because it's the story that you love, and it is the provenance that you love, and you think the provenance and story together is what set the stage for a lot of what's happening today, pretty much everything happening today, to me, it's V1s. It's not the V2s. And I say that, yes, as a V1 holder, I would like to think if I were holding a V2, I would say the same thing. Because maybe I think about it a little different. I would love a V2 because I would think of it as that, influential 10K collection. Or the reality is it started with V1s. It did. So a lot of people in their feels about this stuff too. But all we did was get a whole bunch of more attention, more people learning about V1s now. And I just think there's a point where their floor price just will never be what it was at some point. I don't know if that point is now, but there's going to be a point where we don't see V1s below, 3 ETH or 5 ETH or something. There's going to be a point where they just live high forever. And I actually think they'll be second to only CryptoPunks. At some point, I think we get to that, to there, whatever that number is.
That's interesting. I totally understand defending your bags as like a punks holder, but the thing is, like, the narrative is what it is, and it's the space that decides what the value is and what wins out. And there is a scenario where, V1s could be the punk. I'm not saying that's going to happen. I'm not saying it should happen. I have no idea. I just think like there's a narrative there. It's the first punk, dude. It's funny because even in 22, I remember a bunch of us in Kongs like arguing with punk holders that were Kongs and punks about like they hated it, dude. They absolutely hated the narrative of V1s when we're like they're the real punks. They're the first punk. So I think it's a cool discussion to be had. And I love that it's happening. Like if this was happening with anything other than punks, it'd be a nothing burger. Yep. Nobody would care if there was a Bored Ape contract that predated the current, like nobody would care. It's only because of the provenance of the, of punks that this is even a conversation, but it's cool. And I think it's kind of happening at a cool time. The backgrounds on the V1s, like the standard background was the purple one. Can you explain to me like the green background? Is that if you don't wrap it, and is that what that is? Or
so the backgrounds there are no backgrounds. Like CryptoPunks are transparent. It's the wrapper that gives the background color. So, and this is my understanding. I think the green background is, I think somebody will correct me because I might be wrong about this. I think the green background is the shadow wrapper from Yuga Labs. I think that's what that is. The traditional like bluish background is like whatever wrapper was made for V2 punks. The lavender background is from the Frankie wrapper for V1s. But if you unwrap a CryptoPunk, there is no background. They're transparent. It's just just like you see on the screen here. It's just like the punk itself. So the wrapper just signifies, or the background just tells you who it's wrapped by. So
do you think Yuga Labs would part with any of the V1 punks for like, the offer that's out there to buy 250 of them?
Well, you
Or,
know
or
what?
was it a 250 ETH offer? I can't remember.
No, it was an offer for the 250 they hold. I forgot about this though, which is and I want to explain what changed. There was actually a tangible thing that changed with the V1s, why they kind of ran this week, why they got attention. Okay, but Yuga doesn't own the CryptoPunks IP anymore, right? They don't own those V1s anymore, even though they hold them.
They don't own them?
They don't own them. They're holding them, but they don't own them. They actually are owned by the Node Foundation. So the Node Foundation owns the, CryptoPunks IP. So those are technically theirs, even though they're still held by Yuga Labs. Both OX Quit and maybe Garga had tweeted about them or posted about them, and then both were deleted here. Yeah, Yuga Labs doesn't own these. They transferred to Node during the CryptoPunks IP sale, but they didn't actually transfer. They are still held by Yuga Labs. Yuga custodies the punks, but they're not owned by Yuga.
That's weird.
So it is weird.
Or maybe it's part of their deal. Maybe they're making, I don't know if Node is making payments to Yuga Labs, and maybe these get released at some point when if they did some sort of owner financing or something. I don't know, but otherwise, why wouldn't they have transferred them? But okay, that's interesting to know.
There's some people calling it out, being like, that's just kind of weird if you don't own them, why you're holding them. And people, I don't know. I don't think there's weirdness there, but it's fair to say, like question it at least. So, there's that. But yeah, Yuga doesn't own them. And I totally have forgotten about that too. So they are Node, and maybe Node wants to do something with them. And all it takes, I think, to set these even to another level. And by the way, V1s need nothing to reach that other level. I think they're going to get there on their own. But if somebody like Node wants to legitimize them in a different way and say, we look at them as CryptoPunks, we just do. It sends them to that other level. Okay, real quick, what changed with CryptoPunks, the V1 punks this week, is that bug I talked about on the original contract. It still exists. But what changed is Jaleel made a marketplace that is like this intermediary contract that lets you then sell those CryptoPunks, and it eliminates the bug by going through that contract first. So you can unwrap your V1 punk now and trade it on this marketplace exclusively here. And then it does trade it based on the original contract. It's the first time a sale has happened on that original contract in like 4 or 5 years, which is pretty cool. So that was the big update this week, and why people are talking again, because it's like for the first time in years, you can actually trade your unwrapped V1 punk. So kind of neat.
Dude, we should talk Florentines for a minute. Unless you got something else that you wanted to get into.
I was seeing if I had anything else here. Again, a lot of people, even Eli, not shitting on V1 punks here, but he's just pointing out like something true. The irony of the V1 punk discussion, that they don't need a wrapper anymore, but all the 100+ sales were all wrapped. It's just funny. If people were like geeking out over you don't need the wrapper anymore, well, all the sales were still wrapped. So all it is it put the story in front of more people. More people learned I can get a CryptoPunk for 2 ETH, for 3 ETH, for 4 ETH, and like it's pretty appealing. That's a pretty appealing thing. I think most people in this space, if you had 20 ETH right now, I think most people would say I would spend 5 on a V1 punk right now. And that's why they're doing what they're doing. So beautiful thing to see. This whole cycle will happen again. They will fall. They will come back. There is going to be a point where these are 10, 20 ETH forever and ever and ever. As long as the main CryptoPunks collection is what it is, these will play some kind of catch-up game and live closer forever. Believe that.
Real quick, happy birthday to Chimpers. Today is their 4th birthday.
Love those guys.
Yeah.
Dude.
Yeah.
I love
Me
Chimpers.
Too. Was messaging with Insights earlier, and I think it's great. Struggled for any project to, stay on scene for years. They've done it. So happy birthday to Insight and all the Chimper gang. Dude, do you think I said at the beginning, this is a way more exciting time for me, right? And for a lot of degens who are just like, oh my gosh, we got this mint coming and that mint coming. And does it make you think I don't want to say differently about IP plays? Okay, so the thought in my head is like, I don't really like the IP plays. Oh, it's not that I don't like them. I'm friends with a lot of them, but I just feel like it's just like, they're not getting any attention right now, right? Like right this minute, it's not, the attention is not on the IP stuff because it's not really, again, I think it's not really what the space is about. But like, do you have any thoughts on how you feel about how the IP plays play into this current market? It's like, do we get some of this degen stuff happening? And then if we get an NFT bull run, the IP stuff plays into that. And that will be, a segment of it where people are going to fanboy out over partnerships or collaborations. Like, let's say if one of these IP plays comes out with a partnership, are people going to be like, fuck yeah, I'm aping in? Or do you think people right now are going to kind of hold their liquidity to get into more of the degenerate plays?
I mean, I'm mostly with you, or I just don't think the IP stuff matters right here, right now, today. And maybe that changes tomorrow, and maybe it changes in 5 years or 10 years or whatever. I don't know. I don't think they're that exciting because I don't think anything is really paid off for people. Even though I have a tweet from Luca, because I wanted to glaze Luca a little bit too.
Interesting.
Did I lose it? Okay. I might have lost it. I think you guys are way more similar than you might realize. Fuck, did I lose the tweet?
No. I think you're not completely wrong on that either.
It was this right here. Lucas said, "I'm here to make my community rich," which I know in different words is how you feel. You want to be here to give your community opportunities, and that's it. And again, he's doing it via IP. He thinks getting his brand out in front of just millions and millions and maybe billions of people is the way to bring value back to, pudgy holders and make them rich. And again, I think it's the long play, it's the slow play, and it might not work out, but also there is that chance it does work out in a few years down the road. Boom, the IP thing happens. Pudgy penguins are in one of the biggest, movies, animations, games, whatever, and all of a sudden it does bring people into the crypto side, and it does, pump their bags there. I don't know, but I'm with you as far as right here, right now. It doesn't mean much. It just doesn't mean much. And so focus on the degen shit and making money and playing the games. And I think that's the right approach.
How do you ever get the type of energy you get right now where there's all these mints happening and you're trying to get white lists for it, or you're trying to participate in X, Y, or Z? How do you ever get that in the IP section of things? Because it's just not nearly as, you don't get the same velocity with it. You don't get the same like hive mind, like, holy shit. It's just like, oh, that's cool. Like, I'm going to support that. You don't get what's happening now.
It's okay. It's not in these market conditions. It's in like the 21, 22 market conditions when these big luxury brands come in. Picture that new watch thing that just happened that the whole world was FOMOing over. I'm not a watch guy, so I forget what it was, right? But you know what I'm talking about?
The AP swatch with the AP. Yep.
Now, if something like that happened, and Pudgy Penguins, because they've been, really the face of crypto, had an opportunity to be a part of that thing, a partnership, or maybe their community got some, allocation of those things. That's where something like that would pay off. But that's not in this market now. That is in 4 or 5 years when things are euphoric here again. So, that's where I see that stuff paying off. It wouldn't move the needle at all right now. I don't even think they get those kind of offers right now. So down the road. It's there's a chance that it works.
Fair.
Yeah. What is it you wanted to jump to? I'm sorry, dude. I
just thought maybe talking Florentines.
That was it. Okay, let me pull these up. That was a fun mint. That Carly is whatever, dude. I liked him. I had reached out to him. I'm just like, hey, Henry says you're an awesome dude. Wanted to say what's up and connected with him briefly. And then the collection comes out, Cardi, and they did pretty damn well. Really cheap mint. What was it? 0.00 something?
0025.
0.0025 got to 0.11, 0.13, somewhere in that ballpark.
0.16, I think they ran to.
Damn.
Right?
Okay.
Okay. No, definitely 1314. For some reason, I thought they maybe hit 16, but yeah, then they pulled back to like 06, 05 in that range, and now they've kind of Cardi teased a something yesterday on X. See if
they have an official account now too.
Okay. Yeah, there was like that tweet that he put out with a token on it. Yep. So let me see. I think Florentines are back up to like almost 0.1.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, almost 0.1. I think yeah, hey, I think it's interesting. He's got something he's cooking over there, and I think it's fun, man. I like him. He's that right there. He's got, I talked with him the other day. I like the way his mind thinks. I like how he looks at things. He's a great, I think he's a great dude in the space. So I sold my Florentines, then I bought back in. So we'll see. Might round trip it, but be interesting to see. It can be hard to get something to kind of pump back up, but this obviously did it. He kind of knows the strings to pull. So
Seems like a smart guy and like connected and all that stuff. And should I buy back in, dude?
no, I don't think so. I mean, to be honest with you, this was kind of the range that I like. I had bought back 2 and then I sold 1. So I feel like this was sort of the range I was thinking, like these things could move to like 0.9 to 0.13. I don't see much more upside to this than like 0.13. So
Okay.
and like I just don't know if it's worth risking the capital for 0.03, you know.
Okay.
I don't know. But we'll see. Like he's going to have announcements coming out about whatever this is. So I imagine there's going to be some volume. It's obviously at least reacted in a positive way to this. So I think I don't know. I don't know if I would buy right here. I think the time to buy would have been in that like 05 to 07 range.
I just like people trying shit though. So rooting for him, man. Can't wait to see what he's doing, but it looks like a token's coming. We'll see what they do with it. But yeah, cool shit, man. Cool.
It's funny how
I
much
like people playing.
Yeah, dude, I've changed my mind so much on like, you know, being cynical about everything. And I think because for so long the IP plays were dominating and like I'm just super cynical about that stuff, even though I've got great friends like, you know, Poppy and Maha and guys like that are really trying to go that route. It's nothing against them. They know where I stand, and that's what's great. They know who Kongs are, they know who they are. And I love that, like, you know, Poppy and I have been talking behind the scenes about trying to do some stuff, Quirkies and Kongs. Like, I like it. I respect it. I may not believe in it the same way, but I recognize like it's needed long term for those guys to be able to push doing that. Man, I just totally lost my point is on the degen stuff, it can be really easy. And I see it in Kongs, like where people are like, you know, fuck these guys for minting this or fuck them for minting that. And this is trash. And I'm just like, dude, it's like every single bit of this is just a game. Like literally nobody is launching any of this stuff unless you're just completely retarded. Nobody is launching any of this stuff thinking they're going to be the next Nike or the next Pixar. Like, yes, okay, Claynosaurs, they want to do stuff like that. I mean, right now, great example, man. Look at the darling of 2025. Who is the darling of 2025?
GVC.
Yeah. Who gives a flying shit about them right now?
Yeah, it's cooled off a lot.
The GVC is a great example of a ultra successful project in 25, had great mind share. Chimpers, GVC, Quirkies were the 3 that were maintaining mind share and volume in the 25 cycle, right? Quirkies have been able to maintain for sure. So is Chimpers. GVC is a great example of like collectors collected. They got this thing up to almost an ETH floor price. And now the narrative is we've got some cool AI stuff. Like we have cool AI stuff and we're an animation studio that does cool stuff, but like it's nothing for anybody to grasp and hold on to in a cycle to speculate on. And so point to all of that is the darling of 25 is down right now, right? What are they? 0.52, 0.53 floor price. Don't have expectations that anything that's coming out right now is going to be the next thing. Like maybe something does. Man, it is so hard. It is so hard. Play these things for what they are. They're just an opportunity for everybody to get a scratch off ticket, support something that you like. But in the end, this is all about, it's a lottery, right? It's a lottery. Yeah. It's all it is. So like, I like anyone who's trying to do anything, calling people ruggers, calling them extractors. Like if somebody puts something out there and people are willing to buy it, who are we to be like, they're just extracting? Even Azuki, you know how hard I went against them with their elementals mint. And I'm like, nah, dude, if you can put something out there that people are willing to pay 2 ETH for, fucking good for you, man. You got it. People bought something from you at a price they were willing to pay. Good for you.
I've grown to really like normies, and I did not ever dislike normies. Never disliked them, but I was not wowed by the whole AI agent thing that they're doing. I just think that that's kind of like an old thing. And even now, I love them, and it's not the AI thing that I love so much. It's interesting. A lot of it's about like the person behind the thing. I've like something about Cirque is infectious, dude. Like he's one of those guys that is like always on high energy, collab with anybody and everybody. Like something about Cirque has got me like really bullish on these things right now. Something about his game clicked with me this week.
thing is, Cirque told Sammy to stop tagging him in like posts for his spaces and stuff. How do you feel about that? How do you feel about founders saying don't tag me in posts?
I don't love that.
Yeah, I don't like that,
and I wouldn't expect that from him too, because he's so like he seems in Discord in their Discord and on X. I see nothing but just great vibes. Great vibes. So I was surprised to see that. I wonder if Sammy's like aggressive with the tagging, but maybe not. Maybe not. And I think
Sammy's Sammy, right? Yeah. Maybe if you don't understand Sammy's autism, it could be off-putting.
I think Cirque would love Sammy. I think
he should
love him. Yeah,
he should.
Sammy's
should
great.
love Sammy.
But I'm suddenly like, I have one of these and I've been planning to sell it, and now different because I think Cirque is just one of those few different dudes. So that's a success story I'm watching closely, and I'm not planning to sell as soon as I was before. So
I put them in the category of like when I say GVC, I think they'll do their thing. I think they will at some point settle back into like the 0.1 to 0.2 range at some point, but that doesn't mean in this cycle that they're not going to be amazing.
Yeah, I think I'm feeling like more like 0.6, 0.7 for them. I did not think they'd see an all-time high again, and now I do. I think they're interesting. Okay, we don't have a ton of time, but we got to hit the Beeple cards real quick because those are wild, dude. Legendary Beeple card sold yesterday. Double check the date. I mean, the date doesn't matter. It's like, let's just say yesterday. 36, almost $3,700 for a single card. Legendary. Wow. Not even the top rarest, right? But these are looking really, really spicy here. Like really spicy. Here's a card for 2,200. Here's one for 900. People love these fucking Beeple cards, and I think we might have gotten the supply too. Finally, it's been a minute. I don't think we knew how many there were. We got official rarity. So Node put out the official rarity. The triple boner cards. There's only 5 different cards, 1% rarity. You can probably partially see this, but there's the rarity breakdown, which is great. Somebody asked how many total packs there are, and let me see if I got this here. I got it somewhere. I think I got it somewhere. Maybe not. If not, I know the answer. So, okay, fuck it. If the answer was correct, then there's only 25,000 packs total, which is not a lot. 25,000 times 5 cards a pack. There's just not a lot. So curious to see how high these might get on eBay. Curious if they do another printing, like another type of pack or whatever. But dude, these are one of the hottest things out there right now, and organic. And it just shows like for all the, we like this style NFT, we like this thing collectors want. It's like, it's overthinking in a way. Like it has to be organic. People just have to want it. When it is organic, it fucking cooks. Just cooks. So
I want one.
Cool seeing those.
I want a pack, but like, you know, I'll find my way there.
I got a pack for you. So you're good.
Do you?
You're good. Yeah, I do. Yep. So
PSA 10.
It's sealed. It's just when I get it, one's heading out to you. So you got a pack coming,
dude.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Hang on. 5,000 packs. It's not 25. It's 5,000 packs. It's 25,000 total cards.
Okay.
So pretty limited, man. Pretty fucking limited.
Pretty limited.
Were you gonna crack it? You'd leave it sealed.
No, I'm a leave it sealed kind of person.
Yeah.
You know, I still have my. You remember the Tops packs on Candy?
Yeah.
I still have all mine sealed. Crazy. Never cracked them. They're worthless now. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. These seem special. I think that's the way to go. I'm gonna crack one, leave one, and let's see. Those
were $500 to $1,000 a pack at one point, weren't they?
Dude, they got to like 1,600 a pack.
When the Mike I had 20 packs, I think.
Yeah. The candy ones. The candy ones. You're right.
Well, yeah. Make sure you have sleeves for the cards. Yeah. Panda Pop's legend there. She's amazing.
Yep. Those will all be like hard slabs, maybe graded because they're turning into something kind of special. Dude, I saw
packs. Look at these. I got some old Tops 1976 baseball cards.
Jesus.
Haven't cracked those yet, but thinking about it.
Packs are cool. They're just fucking awesome. I love it. Loki had a good take here, and we'll move to Bullish Bears, but Loki had a really good take on OpenSea and maybe why they didn't drop their token yet. I hope they do it real soon, but maybe they're waiting for the end of this phase of 0% trading fees. I don't know when that ends. Actually, it's like two-ish weeks. Yeah, under 2 weeks. So maybe we get the OpenSea TGE right after that. Why drop a token and try to get the FOMO up and get people on chain, trading when they're not earning any fees from it? And like that's on the NFT side mostly. Well, I guess it's token swaps, but that could make sense.
I was riding to the airport with Adam Hollander when we were in Miami, and I feel like there was something he was saying about the C token that I just wasn't listening to, even though like I should have been. And I feel like he was saying something. I wish I remember what it was, but I wonder if that makes sense. That like get to the end of that. I wonder. Could be interesting.
It would be like if that's it would make sense. Like it's a reason. It's a reason. I'm like, okay, all right, fair enough. Okay, let me get bullish, bearish queued up here. Anything else this week that was hot that worth a mention?
I think we covered the hot stuff right now, man. I think we did. Gonna be hot stuff coming up here. Like I know it. I feel it.
Yeah.
More hot shit coming.
Yeah. I think I'm with you here too. Okay, almost ready. Dude, hype's looking wild. Hype's looking real good. Yeah, there's a lot of things kind of just cooking on chain right now. It's good to see. Okay, we get an alien drop on Friday, another UFO thing that's supposed to be a lot more wild. In fact, I might have a bullish bearish to sneak in here about that. Actually, a few. So here we go. Oof. I got one that's a little painful. All right.
You want me to hit the bullish bearish?
Hit it, sir.
Fuck. Where is it? Don't worry. PyStar hates this, which makes me want to do it twice. Okay, here we go.
Bullish bearish, bullish bearish, bullish bearish, bullish bearish, bullish bearish, bullish bearish, bullish bearish.
It's a beautiful thing. All right, I inserted a few of my own.
Yeah.
This week, technically last week, an artist named Shlomes put out this super viral tweet. He has this tweet about a Monet painting, and he said in this tweet, he said, "Hey, what I want your guys' take on this. This is not a Monet. This is an AI like interpretation of a Monet. What do you think about it?" And everybody's shitting on it. Super viral post. Again, it like 6, 7, 8 million views on it. Nothing but hate and hate and hate. And people saying this is shit. Like this would never, like this is a disgrace to Monet. And it turns out he lied. It wasn't an AI, output of it. It was a digital, it was a picture of a real Monet. And people look so silly and people are just like programmed to hate things that they don't understand. It's fucking crazy. Did you see that story? Did you have any quick thoughts? And were you bullish on his shtick?
Yeah, so I did see the story, but it was after you told me about it. I think it's awesome. I love the pearl clutching that just happens in society, and people are just dumb. So I think that's I'm bullish on what he did.
Yeah, I'm with you. Bearish on people, and they're just fucking need to hate things. It's bizarre. That NFT sold for he made an NFT of it and sold it for 19 ETH, which is hilarious too. Amazing. We then have former CEO of Google doing like what was this? Probably at a graduation, speaking to the students who are graduating, talking about AI. And every time he mentioned AI and robotics and how you have to embrace it, they booed him every single time, just like this like incredibly loud booing. And he's trying to win them over. He's like, you guys, you have to embrace it. You have to. And he just booed and booed. And to me, this is another human nature thing. People are scared of a thing that they don't understand. And I told my girls last night, because they feel like this too about AI. I'm like, girls, it's just the internet. It's like the internet. It's just a thing. It will be everywhere. It will touch everything. It is a tool. It is something that will, we believe, make things better. Like approaching it like it's the worst thing ever and being afraid is weird to me. So I'm bearish on people's reaction to AI just in general. I think it's a really weird thing.
I'm bullish on what he's wearing. I never got to wear one of those, but I think it'd be a cool trend to start.
It looks good. You could rock that too.
Like make everybody at my store wear them.
Yeah, I dig it. Okay, on to some of yours here. Wholesome neighborhood kids line the street to send with signs to send Rashee Rice off to prison. Who is that?
He plays for the Kansas City Chiefs.
Oh.
And he's a receiver for the Chiefs. And he was involved in that like hit and run like last year. He crashed his car on the highway and then just like fled the scene. And send your kids out to support him in the neighborhood going to prison.
That's so weird. It's cute. That's weird.
It's interesting.
Yeah. Are you bullish on that, or what are you?
I don't know how to feel about it. I'm not gonna lie. I'm kind of stuck on this one. It's weird, but like I get it. Like when your team, this is the crypto punks supporting. Nah, it's a bad analogy. This is just like when you just like something no matter what, no matter if it's good or bad. That home team.
That's it. That's it. I always say that with my buddy Mark. It's like if he fucked up, I still back him and I still root for him, right? And we always say home team. So that's
home team.
Home team.
He's a young guy. He made a mistake too. So like, I hate the Chiefs, but I guess I'm bullish on kids holding signs for people. Do you know what's funny? At first, I thought this was people who are kind of like, fuck you. Mm-hmm. I didn't realize when I first saw this that this was like supportive of them. So yeah, whatever. I'm bullish on people.
Bullish. I'm bullish there too. Okay, Thomas Massey is out. I know very little about this, but a race for the Senate? I don't know.
This
but
is
in
a
Kentucky,
congressman in Kentucky. Trump put up this other guy who was a veteran, and Massey is one of those guys that wanted the Epstein files, out there, and he's not been in Trump's corner, and so Trump backed this other guy, and that's what happens when you got a lot of money. They put a lot of money behind this guy, and now Massey's out. So like, I don't care. They're all idiots, but interesting.
Yeah.
And the fuckery by Trump right now is next level. You see the IRS stuff? That might even be. It's in our bullish bearish. We'll get to that.
Is it there? Okay. Yeah. I'm bearish on this.
Bearish.
Yep. Okay. What I had to do.
Too long. Yeah.
Well, I think I know the story though, right? Okay. So I can sum it up real quick. There's a meme coin that got retweeted by maybe Brian Armstrong by the base account, and that meme coin just pump and dump. It was a nothing burger. And you have builders in base who are saying it's crazy that we work our asses off and we try to get support and we try to get these retweets and we don't get it. And I know that because we're building on base and we've never had a like on a tweet of ours. We've never had a retweet. It doesn't matter what we do. We get nothing from those guys. But a shitty ass meme coin gets a retweet from multiple base accounts. And that's kind of like the vibe of this post.
Yeah.
It's weird. Base is weird.
Also, I've never been convinced that like the blockchain needs to support anybody who's on the blockchain. You know what I mean? It's almost like, here's the arena to play, but we don't pick teams. So like, play on the arena, but like, we're just like referees. We're not even referees. They're just lawn care.
Yeah.
They cut the grass. So I don't know. I just feel like, the chain having to support things is I don't know. It's interesting.
If they say basis for builders and then they very rarely support the builders, they go, and I get what it is. They're very corporate and they work and work and work. And I don't think they're in tune and in touch with the space. And when they see something that's got like attention, that's what they want. They want attention. So if they see a thing out there that's running and it's got that hype, they'll retweet it for that reason alone because they think it gets them like credibility or something. Just
all right.
that. I think
I'm back to fuck base.
Yeah, I like them because we're building there, but also it is a problem. It is.
Okay.
So I'm bearish on this.
Okay.
Yep.
Bearish too. I'm also bearish.
Cybertruck Wade mode. You can raise the suspension and it seals up the truck a little bit, and you can drive around in water. And some guy did exactly that, and sunk his Cybertruck?
I think he had to get pulled out, and I think he got arrested. But I think it's cool that he did. I'm super bullish on like trying out the Cybertruck and all it has to offer.
Badass. Bullish.
Yep.
A Latvian woman claimed that during a solo visit to Latvia by any, do I say that right? By any man.
I think they're Latvia.
Okay.
Latvia. Yeah.
You go there, married or single, Latvian women will throw themselves at them because there aren't enough men in the country. Hard to not be bullish.
I guess people should be booking their trips to Latvia.
Yep.
Yeah.
Seems great.
I mean, if true, I would suggest all the single people out there, maybe a destination you want to check out. Bullish. I'm bullish on that.
Very, 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 very bullish. Okay. This is crazy. In Virginia, a man in a Pink Panther costume tried to abduct multiple children from a school bus stop in broad daylight. 4 kids got off a bus where a man in the pink costume was waiting across the street. When the bus drove away, he crossed the street, started chasing the 4 kids, grabbed the smallest girl. Sister pulled her free, and then a passing car scared him off. What a freaky ass fucking story and photo, though. Look at this,
dude.
Imagine that. There he is.
I would just fucking like if I saw that, I would just
Beat
I'd kill
the
him.
Fuck out of somebody
Yeah,
like that.
I saw a great video which I didn't add to this of a dude who sex offender in his neighborhood was talking with his 6-year-old daughter and her friends. Did you
Yep.
see this one?
And the guy slapped the fuck out of the guy.
He just beat his ass.
Yep.
Like, yep, let's go.
Right
Yeah,
way to do it.
bearish on this fucker, bullish on killing him.
Yep. With you. Trump's IRS settlement permanently blocks the IRS from auditing tax claims for President Trump and his family. Oh, so
Dude, the fuckery is so deep with this guy. I was reading that the general counsel for the Treasury, which was who like settled this with Trump, who was nominated by the administration and confirmed by the Senate after this was done. He just resigned yesterday. Morrissey, I think the guy's name was. And I'm like, okay, so you put your guy in who's going to get the slush fund, the $1.7 million slush fund for anybody who's been like, let's say, attacked by the government, etc. And in it, you're never going to be audited again. And I just like hate, even if I'm not saying everything right, it's some version of that. And I just hate how much he uses everything in the government to his own personal gain. It's really gross.
Dirty guy. Very bearish. Very bearish. Fucking.
But I want my Trump phone.
Only blocks for current claims, not forever, but still ick. Okay.
Thank you, Jordy.
Thank you, Jordy. I'm still so. I one day I hope to figure that out, but I'm still real sure. Okay. Doodles. A win is a win. Is this just showing off their AI thing? I'm sure you have a take about this.
Yeah, I got a weird take on this. I don't know what this is, but I thought it was weird to put an able-bodied man with the gold medal next to a young kid with maybe a participation thing next to somebody in a wheelchair in third place.
Oh, wow.
I have no idea what this is, but it's almost like you're flexing on somebody in a wheelchair. That's how I viewed this. And I was like, what am I missing here?
Yeah. Dude, that didn't even stand out to me, and now it does. And
no, I'm just like, you're flexing on a kid and somebody in a wheelchair.
Yeah.
I don't get it.
It's fucking weird.
But I don't get it. I'm curious if somebody else knew the context of what this is supposed to be.
That is the weirdest shit I could do. That is weird.
Like this passed through like a bunch of fingers, I'm assuming. I don't know. I don't get it. I think that a win is a win. I think it's sort of like pointing out like, oh, the yoked dude beat the person in the wheelchair and the little girl.
Beat the cripple, beat the little kid. We rock.
Yeah, it's interesting.
But
if that's what it is, it's interesting.
Yeah. Fuck. That's one of the most controversial things I think I've seen from them.
Kind of little edgy from Doodles. Is Dude Lifts out there running socials right now? Interesting.
Maybe this is supposed to be fucking funny like that. I don't know. Get smoke gam gam. Okay, yeah.
Oh, Dude Lifts. Shout out to my granny. She got hit by a bazooka. Okay, I don't know. I'm gonna have to message him and just be like, dude, can you please explain the context of this?
I think I like. Okay, yeah, like the memes are fun. Okay, I think it's funny. I think I'm bullish on that. I think I'll go bullish.
It's funny.
I dig it. Fox News openly talking about 4 alien species that have visited the Earth. This is not new if you've been deep down the rabbit hole here with us. There are Greys, which are supposed to be humans from the future. There are Nordics, which is also like a breakaway human civilization kind of thing. They look like humans, like tall, like Nordic.
Like Viking style, right?
Like Vikings, blonde, blue eyes, whatever. There are insectoids, which come from another planet. There are reptilians who come from underground. But this is getting talked about like much more like officially, which is weird.
Bonker's been talking about this shit forever. And it's one of the things, especially with the reptilians, it's one of the things that I'm always like, dude, you're out of your mind. But
maybe not.
Legitimately, maybe not. I'm bullish on this. Yeah. I hope it is what we hope it is.
I hope so. I hope we get that soon. Disney World has a male illegal alien play Minnie Mouse.
Okay, I don't know. I didn't read that it was an illegal alien. I just thought it's funny to see the Minnie. Oh fuck! It got community noted, dude.
Well, it's probably real. It's an unauthorized Minnie impersonator, and it's also in Vegas.
Yeah, that's not the same as what I thought. I thought that wasn't community noted yesterday, but I thought it was just funny, like dudes playing Minnie, smoking a cigarette.
Yeah. Still funny.
Get that nicotine, bro.
Still funny.
I'm bullish on that. And then he middle fingers.
Also bullish. Okay, there's a new trend called ball maxing where you saline into your nuts to enlarge them.
Okay, not doing that, man.
No, not bullish on that. Not I actually want that off the screen ASAP.
Yikes.
Yeah. A Democratic Congress,
Congressional.
thank you. Candidate in Michigan going viral, not for policy, for twerking on her.
Scroll down. I can't, it's cut off.
Have you seen
There we
it? This
No.
right?
This is it.
She's singing too. She's singing, I am an ethical person. And she's just twerking and being, this is us now.
That's the new generation, man. This is what
Yeah.
we're getting with politics. Okay, I'm bullish on a different approach.
A different approach. It's a good way to put it. I'll go bullish. I'm just gonna cherry pick the rest. But we had a competition, a robot versus a human, sorting packages, seeing how long the robot would last, but also if the human could outperform. The human won, but not by much. Not by much. So this was like, I think I want to say like a 10-day long stream. It may still be going on. But
did he go for he took a break?
He took breaks. He would go for like 10 hours at a time, something like that.
But did the machine take a break?
Machine did not. It would rotate out with other machines.
Wait, so machine got to go the whole time. This dude took a break and he still beat it.
I think if they only counted when they were up against each other, I think that's what it looked like to me.
Well, machine wins then, if that's the case.
I think that's the case. Yeah.
If the machine beat him in the same period of time, machine wins.
Yep. Yeah, I think so.
Lack of productivity by the man.
Yep. And it's only going to get better. So I'm bullish on robots. Bullish on and humans too, but bullish on robots.
Same.
What else we got? Okay, I think we can kind of end there. There's just some cool alien shit coming, but and we'll leave on this one.
That was hilarious.
Some robot birthing a robot baby.
Yeah,
weird.
This is going to be happening too, so I'm here for it.
Get used to the future. What a beautiful thing, I guess. Bullish. Well, why not? Why not? There we go.
I would like to see OpenSea buy a Kong for their foundation or whatever. I saw they bought Deadfellas the other day. I'm like, I don't know what it takes for them to buy a Kong for it. I mean, I don't really care, but like, stop fucking fading us completely.
This is for the flagship thing?
That's it, the flagship thing.
Yeah, okay.
Like, I'm not going to ask them to buy a Kong. They should just buy a Kong. But what the fuck?
Good things come to those who wait. I think they will.
Should have happened.
Kong's too great. It should have.
But stay tuned for some Kong shit, man. Like I said, we got some shit we're cooking. So stay tuned. It's
coming soon.
Be, yeah, soonish. Not like months out by no means. We're just some weeks away, but like soonish. Starting to kind of get like the marketing plan going for it. So stay tuned.
I'm excited for it. I'm excited. All right, there we go. There's our show. We will be back again next week. Same time, same place. I think we still need to talk about a space, getting that rocking here soon too, with some other characters involved too. But again, stay tuned for that. Guys, hope you enjoy your week. May you make some money this week. How about that? That should be your goal for the week. Make some fucking money in this market because you got plays out there. Man, we'll see you soon.
Ooh.
Yeah. Goodbye. Follow CyberKongs.
And whoever else. Huda, me, anyone.
Yeah.
Follow